I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Blacklist Universe. This is Cross Examinations, my daily devotional, spending an hour of time with you, with Jesus, with His Word, and for the next week and a half, I think, John's Good News, the daily devotional. So I don't know what we'll do after this. Maybe I'll take a break from doing devotionals and I don't know, talk about the news again, because honestly, I don't know what's going on in the news. I don't pay enough attention to the news at this point to comment on it. So, gosh, I used to pay so much attention to I don't know what's going on. Mr. Hellstorm's so frustrated right now. What's going on? What's up, Brett Seagraves, Dark Admiral March Hare, Mr. Hellstorm, David Rogers, Captain Hiltz, Peter Sharon, and Zach Richmond. Is that everyone? Is that everyone that's here now? Let me pop over to just getting caught up from D&Q from last night. All right. All right. That was a good show. Good show. Hold on a second. Someone is trying to drag me into a discussion I don't... Oh, no. What is going on with... I can't sign in to YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Sign in. What the heck? Troubleshoot here. Sorry, guys. I signed in with... How did you last sign into your YouTube channel? I signed in with a YouTube username? I don't know. What? Do I want ice cream? I'm streaming. Okay. Huh?
Do you want caramel fudge?
No, I don't want. Is my mom here?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Why did she show up right when I start streaming? Well, no. Not now. Thank you. Go to sign up to Google. Am I not on my Google account? Sync to Abacus Comics. Yeah. Syncing to Abacus Comics. I'm on my Google account. Manage your Google account. Sign in. What the heck? How can I not sign in to my stinking Google account? URL was not found on this server. It's Google. What's happening? What? Lady Celtic Moon, did you know you won the print last night? Edwin was last. You won the print last night, Lady Celtic Moon, so congratulations. I will send you your the keyword or the coupon code. Google.com. I know. Manage my Google account. What do you mean sign in? Home. Personal info. Sign in. What is happening on Google Chrome? I can't sign in to my Google account. I don't understand. Yes, I was here. All right. He said those orders will not go out until Ashcan comes in. Oh, you were talking about that. I don't understand why I'm signed out of my Google accounts. What the I don't want to open up Internet Explorer, but I'm going to. Google.com. Sign in. Next. Oops, that's not right. Oops. Okay. Random. I can sign into my Google account on Internet Explorer, but I can't sign into it on Google Chrome. YouTube, yes. Can I go to my YouTube channel, please? What the great googly moogly is going on here? I have no clue. Let me mute this. Moogly is going on. I do apologize, everyone, for my lack of... It's not my fault. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with... Why am I apologizing? I apologize for your waste of time. But it's not my fault that Google Chrome has decided it doesn't want to let me log into my Google account. Bizarre. Dee Dee Willingham. Hey, I went over to your channel yesterday, Dee Dee. Good stuff. Peter Sharon says Mike was hacked. Well, I tend to use Brave. I like Brave. I don't get it. Whatever. That's all I can say right now. Okay, who is frustrated? Mr. Hellstorm is frustrated. I'm trying to find out where my Cyberfrog is, and he will not answer my questions. Oh. Did an extra backing of Lone Star today and Monster Hunt cover. I saw that, Peter Sharon. I saw that. Thank you very much. And I see that you did the fancy schmancy secret trick of saving $5, which I'm not going to tell anybody about because I don't want people trying to ask for refunds in order to do that trick. Let's see. Internet connection to Google failed. Is anybody else having trouble with Google Chrome today? I can't shut it off because that's what I'm doing StreamYard through. Although I probably could shut it off. I think StreamYard would still be going. I just don't want to take the risk. At any rate, I'm just going to close this out and get back to StreamYard. Should I close all this? And just zip that down. Everglade Angels. I don't want to read that right now because it will distract me. Where's my StreamYard? There it is. All right. Not using Chrome, working good for me. What are you trying to do? I was just trying to sign into my Google account, which I can do through my phone, which I can do through Internet Explorer, but I can't seem to do it through Google Chrome. Peter Sharon says, go back bric-a-brac before it ends. Absolutely. Where are we on bric-a-brac right now? Let's see. Bric-a-brac. Refresh it real quick. Is at $42.68. He has less than $500 to go to make his flexible goal. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do go and back bric-a-brac. Great Christian allegory type stuff. I don't know if it's allegory so much as like sort of just a Christian worldview, but in a fantasy sense, sort of like Narnia type stuff. Lady Celtic Moon, are you already on it? I'm already on Chrome. I have everything running on Chrome, except now I had to open up Internet Explorer to watch the stream with my account on. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow. See, where are we? Someone tell me in order for him to cheat on YouTube, he has to sign in to Google, right? Yeah, I was trying to sign it. It wouldn't let me sign in to Google. So weird. Very weird, wacky stuff here. Weird, wacky stuff. Needs to nap. I don't need to nap. I'm fine. I just took a shower. I just went for a walk, took a shower. I'm perfectly... where's the right thing? StreamYard, here we go. We are in 10 minutes in. You need a nap. Understood. That's where I was yesterday, man. I was just like, it's dragging so hard. I had a good talk today with my friend Terry. I'm going to bring him on the channel. He's an artist. He makes the majority of his living doing conventions. He's a con man. Lone Star update. You want a Lone Star update, Captain Hiltz? I'm working on page 44, but it's really page 45 because I did page 45 first. You guys want to see page 45? I showed it yesterday. This is page 45. I don't want to show page 44 because it's a little bit of a spoiler, just a little bit. I mean, I guess it's not that much of a spoiler. You want me to show it? I could show it. All right. And this is how much I have done on page 44. So the rest of it, it's not really necessary, but you can see Lone Star is being brought before Svarog. And this is where Lone Star's story ends in issue 2. Sorry, spoiler. Because the remaining 3 pages are a secondary storyline that is a seed for a future tale. Seeds for future tales. Work it. I'm working it, man. I'm working it. I'm not sure if my table is at the right height for what I've been doing, though, because I'm starting to get some back problems. Captain Hill's sweet. So 3.5 pages left. That is correct. 3.5 pages left. Pages are being colored as we speak. I haven't gotten an update lately, but they are being colored. And I do need to get... And Alejandro Mirabal has... Well, he hasn't sent me the cover yet, but he sent me the invoice for the cover. So, lower your chair if you've got back problems. Okay, I'll just do it from here from now on. Hey, everybody. I'm just going to lay down. You know, I could also just do this. Yeah. How would it be if I just did my stream from back here? I could just have my Mac over here, like I'm feeling like some lazy, so. Moo. Really, Hikaru? Thanks so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your commentary. Kronos Sharon says, mage to you. Morning, afternoon, good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you. Mage to you as well. That works. That's how I do stuff, 100% laid back. I know my back is... I've been leaning forward too much, so I need to do something. Although maybe the pillow on this thing isn't necessary. If I get rid of the pillow. Maybe if it was lower. If it was lower, it was like a neck rest. That's better. Oh, that's why my kids had it strapped up here, so it was higher. So it was like on my head, but it's supposed to be strapped down here through the holes to be a neck rest, I do believe. I'll fix that later. So yeah, Terry. Terry's a good guy. A man of principle. Funny as heck. Rambunctious. Driven. He's got a comic he's working on, and I was like, do you wanna, ever do something on Indiegogo? And he's like, yeah. He's like, sometime. I'm like, but he's still doing the cons. So I was like, well, why don't we do something? Why don't we get you on my channel and we'll start getting you familiarized with the audience. And then, gosh, I feel short now. My back feels better though. Let me just aim this down a little bit. There we go. I feel shorter. I should angle the camera down. Now, if you sat lower, we couldn't see you. Yeah. Very funny. Yeah, wise guy, eh? I see what you did there. It uncompresses the discs in the back. Do a push-up. But just raise your arms. To help that back problem is actually do a push-up, but just raise your arms. Maybe you've become shorter or you need to sit on a phone book booster seat. These are not helpful. These are not helpful. Why don't we, instead of going through all this, why don't we grab the Bible, King James Bible Online. Get on over to John chapter 16, verse 16, and get into some word up. Stand on your principles or sit on the phone book. The short jokes. All right. Sharing screen, application window. Kevin Ryan says, okay, I'm out of jokes. Good. 16 through 33, which is the end of the chapter. All right, we'll start at 16. I'm gonna just lean back here and make the text bigger so I can read. I might need to make the text even bigger. Hold on. All right, 16. Thank you, Lord, for this day and for water. You know, I think I've discovered. I was drinking this red green juice. It had beets in it and stuff. I think something in there was causing that acid reflux because I kept getting it after I drank that stuff, and I haven't gotten it today because I purposefully tried not to. There, Lady Celtic Moon, you said yawn and you made me yawn. Did I yawn? Did I really? I need an inversion table so we can stream upside down like Michael Keaton. No, I've done that before, and I have really weak capillaries in my face. That's why I get bloody noses easily. But every time I throw up, I get like all these broken capillaries in my face, so it looks like all red. And when I do inversion, that happens too. So, yeah, no inversion for me. I know a good yoga move that usually helps my back. And I got a hanging bar too. So hives, no, not hives. All right. Verse 16, a little while, and ye shall not see me. And again, a little while, and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father. Then said some of his disciples among themselves, what is this that he saith unto us? A little while, and ye shall not see me? And again, a little while, and ye shall see me? And because I go to the Father? They said, therefore, what is this that he saith? A little while. We cannot tell what he saith. Now Jesus knew that they were desirous to ask him, and said unto them, do ye inquire amongst yourselves of what I said? A little while, and ye shall not see me, and a little while again, and ye shall see me. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. A woman, when she is in travail, hath sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish, for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. And in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it you. Why did PayPal just send me an attachment? Somebody's spending my money. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full. These things have I spoken unto you in Proverbs. But the time cometh when I shall no more speaketh to you in Proverbs, but I shall show you plainly of the Father. And that day ye shall ask in my name. And I say not unto you that I will pray the Father for you, for the Father himself loveth you, because ye have loved me, and have believed that I come out from God. I came forth from the Father, and I am come into the world. Again I leave the world, and I go to the Father. His disciples said unto him, Lo, now thou speakest plainly, and speakest no proverb. Now we are sure that thou knowest all things, and needest not that any man should ask thee. By this we believe that thou camest from God. Jesus answered them, Do ye now believe? Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Good stuff, Jesus. Good stuff. What's up, Nighthawk Warrior? I am doing well today. Hope everybody's doing well today. Rawr. DJ Peterson says, Rawr. Why did you say rawr? All right. Was that a thing everywhere in the late 80s? Because that was a thing in my high school. I thought maybe that was just like my high school. People would say rawr all the time. Like, it seems so random, but it was like, they would say rawr, all world. It was all over the, okay. Where did that come from? Where the heck did that even come from? It's not like we had the internet back then. Only 7 likes and 35 watching. Let's get that like up. Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't even hit the share. Do that like, do that share, do that thing everywhere. Spread it out. Let people know it's time. Log in and tweet. Oh, come on. Forget it. I'll just grab the link and do it on copy. That's a problem with using multiple browsers. Live now. Get in here. All right. Alrighty. Here we are. John Wick for $2 says, "Roar." Where did that come from? Was that in a movie or something? How did that get everywhere in the 80s and 90s? Roar, all world. We'd say roar online in the late 90s. In the late 90s, really? That's so random, says ya boy. I get the feeling I started a trend. Yeah, let's bring roar back. I'm not sleepy. My back hurts, so I'm leaning. I'm leaning back, showing off my belly. Did you? I am live streaming. Eden's here. The angle is low because I'm sitting low in my chair. Social platforms, the new link and logs. Did you know I was one of 66 people that helped you all get Netscape Communicator 5 that later became Firefox? I did not know that, Kronos Sharon. No kidding. Snore Time Miller. Why is my... I was sleepy yesterday, man. I had to quit out. Kronos says, I had a video last night that I did 425 views. A good day, my best yet on YouTube. Oh, well, congratulations, Kronos. Everybody go check out Kronos Sharon's channel if you would. Is this the end of cross-examination? Is this the end? We're 25 minutes into it. Why?
Oh. Doesn't seem like you're talking about anything important.
Oh no, we just read the Bible. So I'll read the devotional. No, it's so weird because my high school used to say "rar" and "all world." Like all the time. People would say that all the time. And I didn't know where it came from. And someone else said it. DJ said it in the chat. And I'm like, other people knew about that?
Wait, what'd
they
you
said
say?
RAR. RAWR.
Oh my gosh.
What?
No, that's an emo thing.
What?
RAR XD.
What?
Yeah, RAR.
Asterisk.
What do you mean that's an
Rar-
emo thing? That
rar-
literally, we did that
RAR
in
means
the...
I love you in dinosaur.
What? It's
Asterisk.
literally
Okay, whatever it was in the 80s,
from
it's
the
something
80s.
awful now, okay?
Blues fans would know roar bacon. Roar, an expression of great appreciation.
Not anymore.
Roar!
Whatever it was in the 80s.
Roar!
that's
All
now.
world!
It's
All
like,
world!
It's like RAR.
Asterisk. Rar. Asterisk.
Oh, hey, what's up, Silas?
So,
Everyone can't be in here, please, because it's gonna
DJ
be...
Peterson said no homo. If you say RAR XD, you're full homo.
Hey, whoa. DJ went to Mike's high school. John Wick for $2 says, roar bacon.
Those emo people are good.
According to Urban Dictionary, roar means I love you in dinosaur.
That's what I said.
That's bizarre. I don't agree with that. Roar just is an
Clearly.
expression of great joy.
Clearly, you're not hip to the time.
Clearly,
Although
I'm
these times
going
were
with
10
the
years ago.
I'm going with the original definition of roar. Roar.
Wow.
Urban Dictionary is wrong. That's right. Such language, young lady, Hikaru. That would be quite a feat considering I'm at least 10 years younger than him. I suppose at a different time, but probably not.
What?
I don't know, but let's read this. Just dark over here. Can you turn the light on? I can't.
I don't know. Can I?
You can, and it will make me bright and yellower. All right. Thank you. All right. Here is the devotional. Sorry for the distraction, and my 80s roar wins with extreme prejudice. That is correct. That is correct. Alrighty. I am by no means a good writer. That's a good way to start. But I'm going to try and connect something for us. We read this chapter. Start by reading verse 33 again. Jesus states, "Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Gosh, what I wouldn't give to have been there and heard these words coming crashing out of Jesus' mouth. Crashing out of Jesus' mouth. No, you're not a good writer. Imagine the confidence in Jesus' face as he spoke these words. But despite these monumental words, in a few days he is going to be killed on the cross, causing his disciples to scatter in confusion. I'm not napping. My back hurts. Give me a break. Now, the first part of verse 33, Jesus states, "These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace." During those 3 days when Jesus lay buried in the tomb, the disciples were experiencing anything but peace. But Jesus never offered peace in only the cross. Peace in only the cross. He offered it through his death and resurrection. Jesus' resurrection is the cornerstone of our faith that can never be taken away. Go back to verse 22. Jesus says, "Therefore, you now have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart will rejoice, and your joy no one will take from you." Nobody, not Satan himself, can ever steal our joy found in the death and resurrection of Jesus, and it's through that joy we can always find peace. Jesus did not promise peace, but he offered it. He said, "You may have peace." A person can follow Jesus, yet deny themselves that peace. We gain the peace Jesus offered by finding it in him. Jesus said that in me you may have peace. We won't find real peace anywhere else other than in Jesus. We find our peace in Jesus because he paved the way for us to spend eternity with him through the resurrection. Snore time. I like my nap time examinations best. I got a comfy chair, feet up, and some nice heat blowing all on me, all snuggles. I'm glad you're all so comfortable while my back is causing me problems. You know what I need? I need something down here in my chair so I can prop my feet up while I do this. I could just like lean back and do my shows from my reclining. I kid Mike on it. Cecil and Kelsey. Celsi and Kiesel actually sleep during videos, which I have seen. I know. I've seen it happen too. Like he's got to do everything an hour earlier now due to daylight savings. Well, I guess. All right. Question. Where do you find your peace? I mean, is the easy cop-out answer, I find my peace in Jesus? It's the truth, though. It's the truth. A peace beyond understanding. JoJo's here. No, I can't get him. Can you get him? Silly people. So, the peace that is beyond all understanding, that you have knowing, I mean, I guess like daily peace can be a struggle for people because when you're going through like the daily, the minutia of life, the search for purpose or reason, that can oddly be a more difficult time to find peace than like when you're going through real tribulation, turmoil, right? When my dad was dying, I found incredible peace in knowing where he was going, right? But it's like this incredibly stressful time of pain and grief and sorrow, but it clarified that peace of knowing that all things work for good, right? But when you're going through just the minutia of life,
Minutia.
really, do you have to try to sidetrack me while I'm on a
What's that other word you kept saying?
diatribe?
No.
Oh,
Besmirch.
besmirch. Why do you mock my use of the English language? My eloquence.
Mocking. I'm just pointing out.
Pointing out.
I need to paint something.
You need to paint something? Can you wait until I'm 34? For tomorrow, we're not going to be here.
Oh.
We're going to camp.
Oh, you're not staying afterward?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide.
Well, just in case. Tell me what
Are you done with your homework? Did you catch up? No, you don't. Not if you're at camp. You can't do it at camp. No, you can't do it at camp. What? You did your homework at camp.
Yeah.
Should I just not go?
Why?
So that way you won't be stuck to me. You can have some friends to hang out.
Stuck to you. I don't hang out with you.
Anyways, I'm in the middle of cross-examination, so can we have this conversation at a different time? That'd be great, thanks. Peace is found in your faith that will carry you forward. Yeah, I'm just saying and maybe it's first world problems, right? Maybe it's yeah, what is the scripture? Philippians 4:6-7. Let's look that up. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the scripture I was partially quoting. Now, how do I get back to StreamYard? There it is. This is like watching Fathers Know Best, only be different. Oh, more drama. I defended Cecil once and got my Twitter yanked. All for posting a 3D bug insect. Twitter nuked me for 4 months. What? That's weird. It's like Charles in charge. All right. Roscoe says, I agree. It's easy to get caught up in day-to-day business and lose touch with God's peace. Yeah. I think that might be a first world problem. We get so comfortable that, and then we let little things creep in and irritate us rather than like going from tragedy to tragedy. It's literally, it's minutia. It's these tiny insignificant things that can derail us from walking in God's peace. Little things annoy us or bug us or throw us off balance. I don't know, man. I doubt it's just me. I'm pretty sure it happens to everybody. I was just having this talk with Elijah yesterday because he was saying how he doesn't have that leaning sitting position is a first world problem. Oh. I'm not looking for answers. My phone, thank you. He was talking about to my wife about feeling like he didn't have purpose or motivation and all this stuff, and it's because I told him, I was like, it's because I'm spoiling you. It's because you're 18 years old and I'm letting you live in my house. Like, tell you what, if I kick you out of the house right now, survival will become a motivation. You will have no time for this kind of, oh, woe is me. I don't have anything to motivate me. You know what motivates me? I got to take care of 7 people in this house. That's that's motivation. I got to keep this roof above our heads. I got to keep the tax man away from the door. I got to keep food on the table. When you have graduated from high school, the job of high school of your job is to get, good grades and to graduate. You enter a new time in life, but he doesn't, that's like an exaggeration of the letting things get to you because you have nothing bigger to focus on, right? That's why when something enormous like the death of a loved one happens, it really focuses your faith. It really focuses, even oddly and almost ironically, your peace in God, right? The greater the tragedy, the greater you rely on God, that peace is more palpable, almost physical. Victor says, with no real direction, Elijah would be screwed. Tell him to be your neighbor's plumbing apprentice. I could do that. Proctor Hawk says, we often find our way in adversity. Right. I think we get lulled into a sense of security, particularly in this country and in the West in general. And it's why I think it's why there is such a thing as nominal Christianity. It's why, the world can peel people away from the church, because there's no honest tribulation here for people. to find that clarity in their faith. You know. Anyways, rambling on enough about that, I guess. What does it mean to find our peace in Jesus through the resurrection? Well, without the resurrection, as Paul says, we are the greatest fools of them all. If there is no resurrection, it's all a lie. It's all a fraud. They might be good teachings to help people do well, but ultimately there's no moral truth to it. Without the resurrection, Jesus is not the Messiah. Jesus is not God. We are not saved. There is no salvation. We are all outside the law. We'd all have to convert to Judaism and follow the 613 rules. And then hope beyond hope. Well, even if that were the case, that would mean that the scriptures were broken. If the scriptures were broken, then they're not of God, right? So it would literally everything in faith, in salvation, in history depends on whether or not Christ rose from the dead. It's kind of an important point in history. Victor says, for real, he would make tons of money in 3 to 4 years, have his own company. That would be the best option, I heard. Electricians and other unions have long waiting lists like years before they get a job. Well, he wants to make board games, and so I don't think he can launch a second one until... I don't think he'd be smart to launch one until next year. But he's got to fulfill this one first, and he's waiting for people to get back to him. If any of you bought that first pack and haven't sent him any kind of notes on the game, could you please? Because he needs it. He needs to know. Try making a living solely on commission for a while. It will put things in focus. The resurrection makes us more than conquerors through him. Yeah, and it makes us family. It makes us family. In case you didn't see, this is me, Mike S. Miller, adopted by God. Now that I'm zoomed in, this looks silly. I'm like, hi. Hello, I am Mike Miller. This is my computer show. The resurrection demonstrates God's power to overcome the worst of threats, death. Trust in the resurrection of Christ reminds of God's power over that which would trouble us and work against peace. Good. And true, Salvation, the board game. Salvation. Are you going to give Cecil a cover? Why not? You need a Palpatine cloak. No, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Is that God? Sorry. Still no coffee. I don't know. I think I might try out some coffee today. See what happens. I got Bible study tonight. You look like you're about to launch. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're brothers. Can I borrow a couple $100? What did they say in Shakespeare? Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Is Mike getting ready to have his feelings on or something? You guys. This here's a story about a man named Mike. Barely kept his family fed, and then one day he was drawing up some food. What? From the comic came bumble and crude. That's not right. One day he was drawing up some food. Up from the comic came bubbling crude. Oh, okay, I get it. Lady Celtic Moon. Sorry, I had to go pull the male person out of a mud puddle. So I guess 3. John Wick says, dinner. Don't forget to feed the dog. All right, daily prayer. Lord, Give me the peace that surpasses understanding, a type of peace that points people to you. Help me to see the resurrection as the cornerstone of my faith. Thank you for opening the doors of heaven by sending your Son. Lastly, help me to be grateful and thankful every day for the peace that you give me. Amen. Yeah. All right, let me sit up straight. I think this situation isn't helping me any. Stupid chair. Where's the thing? All right. All right. Adjust the mic. Adjust the mic. I am the mic. I will adjust. Looking chunky, Mike. Chunky. Chunk. Well, if I'm leaning back like this, your angle is of stomach first. I'm not as svelte as I could be. I think your chair is overrated. Oh, thank you, Captain Helps. What did he say about doing a cover for Cecil? I don't know what you're talking about, cover for Cecil. I haven't even talked to Cecil in weeks. Is Cecil in Florida yet? Just that. Did Cecil go to Florida yet? Is that some washed hair today? It is. I just took a shower. And it's almost dry, so I can put it in a ponytail. I don't like to put my hair in a ponytail until it's dry, because otherwise it'll just stay wet. Cash grab comic. What about it? Are they doing it? They should do it. They should do it. I just meant it might be hurting your back. What? Captain Heltz? Oh, my chair. My chair's... No, it's not. It's that if I sat back in it, it'd be good. It's good. It's got a nice little lumbar pillow back here. It's really nice. But I tend to just lean forward and work. So I'm not using the back of the chair for anything. Andy says, I see that godly peace as having peace in him, ordering my steps every day. If he is directing my path, I have nothing to worry about, even when things seem hard. Absolutely. I agree with that. Andy. Cash grab is not almost finished. Are you serious? Who's been working on it? Do a little walk in circle lines. I can do the top half of my hair like this and let the rest of it dry. Who said cash grab is almost finished? Have they been working on it? And who's been working on it? I'm really curious now. Because like I said, I haven't talked to Cecil in weeks. I'm so glad he's doing that right out front of my window. Elijah. Patrick Swayze. Mike. Do you think we talk about hell? Elijah! Stop doing that in front of my window. Don't do that in front of my window. Mike, do you think we talk about hell enough? I watched that 23 Minutes in Hell guy recently, and honestly, it's hard to watch, consider where people I like might end up. Do we talk about it enough? It's a hard subject to talk about. Jesus talked about it a lot. I don't know. Is there a serial killer in your yard? Sounds like a knife sharpening out there. No, he's using a shovel or something to.
I have the chip.
Should I? It's not. I've got 10 minutes. Maybe I'll just leave it here. Food. I know. You're hungry now. It's tuna fish. Or is it salmon? Is it salmon? Micah, is it salmon or tuna? Salmon, huh? It's like she makes like tuna fish sandwich, but with salmon instead. You know what I mean, with the mayonnaise and all that kind of stuff. She doesn't know I just ate a breakfast burrito. Do we talk about hell enough? I don't know. You don't want to go there. I mean, I'm not all hellfire and brimstone. I think, hell is hell. God doesn't send anyone to hell. You send yourself to hell by rejecting God, right? Anyone anywhere on the planet has enough revelation to make a decision whether or not they want to spend eternity with God or without him. I was reading about it in Revelation today. Yeah, it's all over the scripture. So, sorry, that was just way too much noise, dude. It's like
JoJo's being poo-poo head.
JoJo's being a poo-poo head. Victor says, "Will you draw him a cover mic?" He hasn't asked. Suddenly an alien appears in front of you. They are Christian, but dispute your claim that those events happened on Earth. What do you do? I say, get thee behind me, Satan, because they are here to deceive. There was this hilarious Saturday morning breakfast cereal cartoon. I don't know if you guys ever read that Saturday morning breakfast cereal. There were these aliens. So as astronauts landed on this alien planet, and there were these aliens there, and it's I can't remember exactly what it says, but the astronauts like, so you guys are Jesus came here too, and the aliens said, yeah, it was great. We I can't remember exactly. I wish I could remember exactly what, we did all this good stuff for him. We threw him a party and he comes back every year. Why? What did you guys do? It was, man, SMBC is so funny. I haven't read it in a long time. I should let's see. This may drive you guys to go actually check out some Saturday morning breakfast cartoons. There we go. Some of them are cheeky, but let's see here. Is it alien illegal though? Sorry, let me see here. I don't have much time left. I want to see if I can find one random blog. I wonder if do they not have a search function? Store, forum, archive. Oh my gosh, I just dinged their car. I'd better leave a note. Suck on that. All right, let's see. Random. A ship appeared by Quarar. Astronomers amazed said, "Oh my God! Now say, are they to fear or to be praised?" They notified their leaders, who notified their fleets, and notified constituents and hoped to see their seats, that aliens of evil shall be handled ruthlessly, and aliens of peacefulness be handled toothlessly. The difference between them, since no knowledge could appear, has most of all to do with just proximity and fear. Proximity increased by day. Geez, how long is this one? By day, and fear increased in ratio. The news accused the comers of galactic urumatio. What? Irumatio? I don't even know what that means. The masses wanted peace, of course, but also war, perhaps. The bosses wanted peace, of course, unless that view collapsed. Diplomacy, as often, was not art or even science, nor even science, and upright nations place no hope in brotherly compliance. If all would ask the aliens for peace, it'd be achieved. If one state wanted war, although we'd be bereaved. That nation must be dealt with in a manner cold and honest. Thus we agreed with strangers coming slow but sure upon us. For though a war of choice may make one's ethics slightly liable, a war to end all war, time after time's been justifiable. And hey, if through the process foes of ours become collateral, I don't see war and policy as wholly incompatible. So first we fought with atoms, and second chemistry, third we fought with bullets, and fourth with rock and tree. But the fighting was unceasing till the ship loomed in the sky, delaying not a moment's time, it quickly passed us by. Well, that's the longest Saturday morning breakfast cereal cartoon I've ever read. But oddly enough, I hit the random button and it was about aliens, and that's what you're asking me about. So I'm not going to go try to find that one, but yeah, you guys should check that out if you've never seen it before. It's good stuff. All right. You should do a paranormal with Elliot and Brian. Well, if they'd invite me, maybe I would. Back Lone Star, boys. Yes. Please do back Lone Star. 55 people watching now. How many people have liked this stream? 36. Not too shabby, but it's not ubiquitous. That's that word again. Ubiquitous. Ubiquity. The 30 of them circled at the airport and made a ringed cloud, then stopped and let clouds envelop them. It was creepy. What are you talking about? Oh, I've got an actual report MUFON has caused, because I was only one of two people to see in daylight the chrome sphere, something 3,000 other incidents at night saw. Woo. The aliens gave him a box of chocolates, and he'd come back every 2 weeks. Oh, have you read it, Captain Hiltz? I can't remember. It was something like that. It was funny. It was funny. Let us see. Nerdrotic might like that one. Yeah, it's good stuff. I think he's probably done a campaign on something, Kickstarter maybe. Yeah, no, my position on aliens is that they're some sort of demonic or Nephilim or some sort of that their intent is to confuse and what is the word? Why does my brain fart? They're fraudulent. Fraudulent. You could be Christian Slater to their Michael Caine and Elliot's uncle. It's true. Christian. Deceive. Thank you, Dee Dee. I don't know why I was having such a hard time. It's not like it's the hardest word in the world. I was just like, words escape me often. Too often. Captain Hill says, yes, they say that, and then why? What did you do? Yeah. We differ there. I figure there are aliens, but not convinced they've been here. Well, the only reason I don't think there are aliens would either have to be created by God and sinless or unaccountable for their sin. Because I don't think God is going to go around the universe dying for every sentient race. And he was the first Adam and the last Adam here. I don't think not to say it's outside of the realm of possibility. I just don't think, how are you going to get here? It's got to be interdimensional travel. All of the accounts of UFOs, they defy the laws of physics. So they can the way they move through the air, it can't be, it's not rational. So there's no Vulcans. I've been practicing the handshake for years. There's not a Vulcan handshake. Angels are technically aliens. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. And with that, it has been an hour. Sorry to end on such a weird little note. But yeah, if you want to do an aliens Nephilim thing sometime, we can do that. But let's finish this. I don't know. Maybe bring it up earlier tomorrow and we'll talk about it. But until then, I don't know if I'll be streaming again today. Maybe later tonight. Not sure. But yeah. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Get on your knees some more. Get in your word some more. Not your word, his word. And focus your life on him. In Jesus' name. Amen.